In this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to create and set up your TikTok accounts, how to target the USA audience, and the full strategy for growing on TikTok. I will also tell you everything you have to know about repurposing and scaling your accounts, while also explaining how to avoid shadow bans and utilize TikTok lives. On the screen you can see some of our TikTok results, and yes, these aren't thousands, these are hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of views on multiple different videos, because we've been doing adult TikTok for almost 2 years at this point, so you're probably gonna learn something new in this video. Let's get right into it. The phone setup and targeting the US. So, you can use both iPhone or Android. People always shit on Androids and they say they don't work, they always prefer iPhones, but they do. Some of our most successful accounts are on Android and we still run them to this day, and a year ago people said that Android doesn't work, and they're gonna say it today and a year later. People will always complain, just see what works for you the best. For us, both phones work just fine, use iPhone or Android, it doesn't matter. Next up, you need a US SIM card, and this is pretty much all you need and nothing else. Then you just factory reset the phone, disable all location services, choose USA as region, and set the language and time zone to English and US, download TikTok, and register. Next up for the account creation. So, you want to use an email when you sign up to your new account. You should see a US For You page when you create a new account if you did the previous steps correctly. Meaning there shouldn't be any videos from your country on the For You page if you're not from the United States, of course. Next up, what you want to do is go to your profile and confirm the email if it's not confirmed yet. After that, the account is ready. You can immediately set up the bio, change the profile picture and name, and after that you're ready to upload. You can create 3 to 5 accounts per phone, and warm-up is not needed. This is a very big myth. You can upload as soon as you make the accounts. Warming up is one of the biggest myths people have about TikTok, and at this point we've created thousands of accounts and didn't notice any difference when they were warmed up or not. And many people just like to warm up their accounts and they think it performs better that way. I feel like it's mostly a psychological thing. Like in the past we were also warming up accounts and for a long time, but we believed it was not necessary. We did it for a long time. But when you start creating a dozen accounts per day and split testing every possible thing, you realize there is no difference. So if you wish to warm it up, you can. It won't hurt you, but it's not necessary. But feel free to do it if you want. And also, waiting between uploads. Myth. You don't have to do it. You can wait if you wish, again. But on all of our accounts, we immediately upload 3 videos in a row and switch to the next one. You can post immediately 1 to 3 videos, not more than that. And you don't need to focus on any special hashtags or posting times that will help you go viral. All of that is a waste of time. Focus on the things that actually matter, which is creating good content. You should focus on that the most. For your Instagram funnel, you can link the same IG on all of your TikTok accounts. That's a question many people have. Or you can just put your Linktree, beacons, whatever you use. You can put that on unlimited TikTok accounts. And for Instagram, you have 2 options. You can either have a fake IG page that's private with fake followers, so it makes you seem like a real girl, and have a link to your OF. And since they wanna, they're interested in you, they're gonna send you a friend request, you're not gonna accept it, and then they're gonna go to your OnlyFans to get your attention. Or you can have the second option, which is a real IG page. I would recommend this. This is a lot better because you should also be doing Instagram marketing. I have a full video on that you can watch on the channel. That should help you where I explain exactly how to grow it and manage it and all that stuff. So go check out the video. And since most TikTok traffic is extremely cheap, it's great to have a constant 70 to 80% sale on your OF page. And that's after the applied discount. Your subscription price should be around $3 to $5. Next up, for the strategy. You have to find viral content similar to your model. So have a TikTok account, like your personal TikTok account on your personal phone, where you follow a shit ton of OnlyFans models. So new ones will pop up on your For You page and you just take a look at what the most successful ones are doing and copy that content. You can send that content to your model to recreate, and she can upload these videos on her own account, or she can send them to you, whatever you prefer. And for trending sounds, whatever sound is going viral, use it. I'm not gonna expand on this too much. as we go into it in heavy detail in our TikTok guide that can be found on tickfusion.com. But sometimes you don't even have to know how everything works in great detail. It's better if you do, but just follow my advice. Use trending sounds. And for repurposing videos to multiple accounts equals scaling. So, of course, you're going to want to scale. And how we're going to do that is by repurposing videos. So you're going to want to repurpose your model's videos and upload them to multiple accounts. And let's jump immediately to that and expand on that. So repurposing and scaling. This is pretty much the most important part of the video because obviously, if you want to run 10 accounts, 20 accounts, your model isn't going to record 30 videos a day, chances are. The goal is to repurpose those videos and upload them to multiple accounts. So, for example, she only has to record 3 videos and then you can upload them to 10 accounts and that's 30 videos for you. And so for repurposing videos, we use the TickFusion repurpose bot and we've been using it for over a year now successfully, and that is amazing. And for those of you that don't know what video repurposing is, the bot basically applies minor changes invisible to the naked eye to fool the algorithm into thinking it's an original video. Because as most of you know, if you repost a video to TikTok, it's gonna get shadow banned and it won't get any views, and that's exactly why you use TickFusion. You just choose the videos you want to repurpose, and the bot applies bulk edits to them to make them seem new and unique, and after that you can just re-upload those newly generated videos to new accounts you create. It's simple as that. So it basically makes your life easier and saves you a lot of time. And also, a side note, all the results achieved with the screenshots, with these screenshots that I showed you at the start of the video, were actually achieved using the TickFusion repurpose bot. So yeah, just some food for thought to show you what's possible. Next up, clearing metadata is not enough. Listen, anyone who tells you it's enough is lying and has no clue what they're talking about. I'm just gonna end it at that. So what you want to do is you can create 5 to 10 accounts per day. Like, the more you create, the better. You can create 3 if you want 1. But I recommend 5 or more accounts because you gotta put in the work at the end of the day, Your model can create the same amount of videos, like 3 every day, or preferably you should give it to her on a weekly or monthly or bi-weekly basis, where she creates, for example, 30 videos, and then you can use those videos for the following weeks. And then the work should be on you. Your model shouldn't be creating 50 videos for you a day. She should just create a few, and you should be the one working. At the end of the day, you're an agency. You should be creating the accounts and putting in the work. So the more accounts you create and the more you work, the better, of course. So try to create as much as you can successfully. By the way, don't go out and creating 20 accounts if you don't have one successful account. First, learn a bit about TikTok. But anyways, don't do stupid shit like screen recording, like CapCut stuff, green screen filters. Genuinely now, when was the last time you saw a viral video with that? Like, these methods aren't viable anymore. They were good a year ago. Like, we used them for a long time and we had a lot of success with them, but now they're not good. TikTok is just flagging everything down that they don't find unique. They're becoming very strict, so don't do stupid stuff. And generally don't upload more than 3 videos per day on each account. And so to recap, your model basically creates the high quality videos that you send her, and then you repurpose them and scale the accounts with TickFusion, with a repurpose bot. It's simple as that. Next up, let's go to Shadowbans and low views. To check if your video is shadowbanned, you basically just go to like your video insights and see if it's tagged with the not eligible for you page tag. And there's 2 checkups basically. There's 2 ways to get that message. The first checkup is done by their algorithm to check if your content is unique, and then later a real moderator can flag your content if you violated guidelines or whatever reason they choose, So it can either be by their algorithm or by a real person. And so sometimes the reason for bad views could, for example, be TikTok could be just promoting your content to the wrong audience. So if that happens, just stay consistent and keep uploading, because, if you're uploading big booty Latinas and it shows them to girls, they're probably not gonna care unless they're lesbian, right? So you want your content to be promoted to guys. Your content just might be promoted to the wrong audience. Give it time. But most of the time, 99% of the time, low views equals bad content. It's simple as that. Your content just has a bad hook, it's non-engaging, it's boring. You wouldn't watch it yourself, but yet you upload it, you know? Create better content. And also remember, TikTok is strict, so in the past, you were able to get away with some wild shit, I'm not gonna lie. But now you can barely even show bikinis. Don't show your body too much or too much cleavage. Everything is getting banned, so be careful to not show too much. You know, just see what works for you. Like now, if your model is recording a video in her car and gets out of the car while the car is still driving very slowly in an empty road, like that's gonna get you banned. Like be very careful what you do. Anything that endangers someone in any way, you're banned immediately, you know? And listen, if your TikTok does get banned, most of the time you can get it back. And you can get it back by forming a message like, hello, I didn't violate any guidelines and my account got unfairly banned. My account is, and then you put your account name in there. And then you also say, I copied the exact same content I saw on my For You page, and the accounts I copied from haven't been banned. And then you say, like, I believe there's been a mistake. I kindly request that you lift my suspension, and thank you. You know, it's simple as that. Most of the time you should get it back. If you don't, yeah, it's over, you know, just start a new account. TikTok Lives. So TikTok Lives are amazing because they have a very high conversion rate. So let me give you a psychology lesson on how they work. People like to feel special and want attention. Your goal is to limit the attention you give to the viewers, so the only way they can get your attention is by sending you money, aka buying your OnlyFans. So limit the attention you give to them, and for example, if someone subs to your OF, oh, thank you, Ryan, thank you so much, yeah, you just subbed to my OF, and you say it in the live. So they will know, hey, the only way I get her attention is if I pay her. And the best thing is you can run multiple lives at the same time. Because if your model has like 3 phones, for example, 5, whatever, all of them can turn on a TikTok live at the same time. You can practically place the phones next to each other, each with a little bit of a different angle. And that way you can 3x, 5x your work without actually doing extra work. And let's finish with some extra tips. I could have even said this at the beginning of the video. But of course, as you probably know, you don't need followers to grow on TikTok. It's an organic-based platform. But what is extremely important, and most people say they know this, but they don't follow it, you know? It is consistency and quality. It is extremely important. Many times for the first month, you might not even have great results, just a couple of thousand of views. And then you start blowing up. Like after a month or 2. So just stay consistent, you know? It's extremely important to stay consistent and upload high quality content that people want to watch. Avalanche/compound effect. If one video goes viral, all of them get views. That's what you're gonna find. Also, as I said, follow trends. They give you more views. And a thing not enough people mention is building a recognizable face plus expectation delivery. This is a very niched down tip that can help you a lot. So what I mean by that, you should always have the exact same style of videos. For example, you know that, this was probably over a year or 2 ago, but the Subway guy, there's a guy that just answers questions and records himself making Subway sandwiches. He had millions of followers. There was also an ice cream guy that makes ice cream and does the same thing as him. Those guys had millions of followers and millions of views on literally every video. Because when people know exactly what they can expect, they will keep watching. Because if you, for example, watch that video and you like it and you watch 3 of his other videos, anytime a new video pops up, you're gonna watch it because you know exactly what to expect and what the video is gonna be based. So try to keep some consistency and keep the expectation delivery always the same. Always deliver on your promise and the type of content you create. That's gonna give you a more consistent growth on TikTok. That is all I wanted to talk about. I'll see you in the next video.